If you're someone who works on multiple projects at a time, I would love to know your reasoning why and how many you're normally working on, because right now I have 3 and that is insane to me. I normally do 1 at a time. I love it. I feel like I just check the box, can move on, nothing gets stuck in purgatory. But I feel like maybe I'm missing out because I see so many people working on a bunch of things at once. So this is gonna be my whip Thursday where I go through the 3 things I'm working on, but I am working on cutting it back to 2, hopefully by next week. So first I have my sunglasses round. I already did the mini with just the glasses, but I'm doing this one with the background. And I'm not sure, I might do a fun background stitch on the pink, and I'm gonna frog the lenses and do a slightly lighter color on this one. It's 13 mesh, so hopefully I should be done by the end of this week, early next week. Then I have the last in my beach summer series, and I'm sad summer's ending, so I'm gonna make this one last. I've just started on the palm tree, but I'm gonna do the same background stitch I did on the rest of the ones in this series. I think it's alternating diagonal stitch. I always mess up the name. And then the tree itself is very simple. So this one's 18 mesh, also 4-inch round. But again, these generally go pretty quickly because, especially because there's so much background stitch, that goes a lot faster. And then last but not least is, of course, my save the date canvas. It doesn't look like I've made a lot of progress because it's white, but I've done a lot more of the white and I'm trying to bang through as much of the white as I can. I have been changing out my needle when I get to what I feel like is around a 4-inch section, and I've been washing my hands between every strand of white. So it is nice to have another project to switch to when I just want something mindless and I'm not stressed about keeping it perfectly white and clean. But this project, I also have the stretcher bars. I have the canvas on the back of the stretcher bars, which is not how I normally stitch. And I originally did this because I heard people say that the fibers stay cleaner since you're not touching it as much with your hand as you stitch. And I've liked having it. I think since this is such a large project, it would be fine either way because the stretcher bars aren't really in the way, but I probably will keep the stretcher bars on the front in the future. Once I finish this project, maybe I'll compare on a smaller project and see if there's a difference for me. But curious what you guys do, and also how everyone has so many whips at once and is still getting so much done. So happy Whip Thursday. I hope to come to you next week with an update that I have 1, maybe 2 projects I'm working on.